After 7 long years of waiting, we can finally summon Nergal, and I am beyond excited. So our goals for tonight is that we really want like a +1 Nergal. We're not going to go for the +10. And then we also would like to get Fallen Veyle as well. Ursula would be nice to get, but if we don't get her, it's not the biggest deal. And I'm honestly not all that interested in Lumera. So let's go ahead and jump in. We can discuss the banner a bit, answer some questions, talk about Nergal, have just a good time, right? Okay, I have to remember what colors are what. So we'll do red here because it's 3 orbs. But I'm not gonna like go out of my way to get Lumera essentially, even though she does offer some value with like the being a rearmed hero and stuff. Like, I don't have that many infantry dragons I actually build, so I'm not really too invested into it. But yeah, I'm very, very excited that Nergal's finally in the game. It's been such a long time. Also, if you're wondering why this video is coming out so late, it's because it took like, so the first multiplier for Forging Bonds when it came out was 1 times, and so it was like 1:30 before I got all the tickets. And I was like, there's no way I'm staying up to like 6 in the morning to record this video or to get this video edited. So I was like, I'll just do it later. So you can blame IS if you were planning to watch this earlier. But yeah, so when it comes to Nergal, I think Nergal's just a fantastic unit. We kind of know how he works now a little bit. There's been some testing done. So his effect, Essence Drain, it still activates even if he dies. Is this Azura? So what this means is like you can like seppuku a unit essentially and like have them like explode on the enemy team and then get all their bonuses, right? And then you still get them even if the unit dies. So that's really, really powerful, right? And I think makes Nergal very good. And like the Lagoose Friend build is gonna be very powerful as well. So I think Nergal is definitely gonna be a standout from this banner. I haven't heard so much about Fallen Veyle yet, but I assume she'll be very good because she's just better Mythic Veil. So yeah, very excited about that. I'm sad that Nergal isn't a Mythic. I really would have loved that because he would have got a preference skill as well. But they did a... Why are you here? Oh my god. And it begins. It begins. Scam Bubble 1. I mean, at least it's on the first circle, right? Jeez. Okay, we're not doing these reds here. But yeah, I really love thematically how his weapon works. I think it's very, very perfect. If you've played FE7, right? Like him stealing the quintessence of players or of people is like exactly like this. And the fact that they made it work so well with like the life stealing, but also the bonus effect stealing, it's just perfect. Like they actually designed the hero very, very well, and I'm glad that because I was really afraid that when we got Nergal, he would just be like a red tome GHB and just be like complete crap, right? Like he'd have like some like weird niche that was not useful at all. So like seeing him get this, I'm very happy with that. And the fact that he comes with pretty good fodder is nice as well. I do think Lagoose Friend will definitely be the skill that like takes him to the next level of power. So we'll have to get that eventually, but we have to get like 10 Ikes before we can get any Lagoose Friend fodder. So it's gonna be a bit rough. Definitely be a bit rough. They seem to put all the skills out that are really good on my favorites, so I can't ever fodder them, which is good, I guess, that my favorites get good skills, but also sucks I can't fodder them. So this is a good circle. Hope we can get Nergal along the way. I mean, if we don't have to go to 2 sparks, we won't, right? But like, knowing my luck, my gacha luck has been terrible lately. Oh my god, my Genshin luck has been like atrocious. I spent like 400 pulls in Genshin, and I'm free to play plus there, right? Like I only do like the battle pass and stuff. I went like 400 rolls just to get like C1 S or C1. I don't even know what the letter is. C1 in the weapon for Arlecchino. Like it was bad. It was really bad. So over here, hopefully my luck can like steal all my Genshin luck, maybe all the Fae, and then we'll be good there, but who knows. Okay, let's do some, there's Rayson. Let's do some questions. So this first one's gonna be from DTM. Now that Nergal is in the game, what other antagonists would you really like to see in Fae? So this is a good one, because like, I think antagonists are a very interesting part of Fire Emblem in itself, and we've gotten a majority of villains at this point. There's still a few left, right? But a lot of them haven't gotten like the representation I would like. For a second, I thought Will was a 5-star. I was like, there's no way they're doing this. I forgot he's a 4-star. Like, I never see this unit, actually, now that I think about it. We'll do the red, too, because it's 3 orbs. So the number one villain I want to see in the game the most is Sephiroth, or like Leheron, whatever you want to call him. He is technically in the game as a winter alt, but like, you know how I feel about Christmas alts. I don't really like them. And him being locked in alt hell is just like the biggest injustice ever. He's one of the main villains of Tellius. Like, he's so important to the entire plot. he is the plot in like a majority of the way. Like he is the thing driving all the plot in the background, and then he's a freaking winter alt. Like it's insane to me. We need a mythic Sephiroth. Okay, that's Bravelyn. We have her at like plus 20, so I still like this art though. I think this art looks great. But yeah, like Sephiroth needs a mythic. If he doesn't get a mythic, I'll be pissed. Like he needs a mythic so he can be with Altina. That would just be absolutely perfect. So that's definitely number 1. Number 2, I want legendary Zephiel. I think Zephiel is cool. Like we got the base Zephiel like year 1, and that was great. But we need a new Zephiel, right? All we have is Winter Zephiel as a kid, which is fine, but not what I'm looking for. I want like badass Zephiel from FE6. I want the spin animation, right? The attack from FE6 where he spins around and like just destroys people. We need that in Faye, and I would love to see that like on a legendary Zephiel or something like that. I think that would be great. So hopefully we can get that eventually, but I don't know how long we'll have to get down the list of legendary candidates to get there. And then the other 2 villains I would like to see, they're not, well, Degnacia is a villain. So Degnacia is also from Tellius. He's also one of the major antagonists, right? And so I'd love to see him as well. I think that would be great. Have him as a mythic would also be nice, but I'd rather have Sephiroth over Degnacia if possible, but I would really like Degnacia because he's already in the game, right? He's a Halloween version. So they already have the Dragon Sprite ready for him. Why do we keep getting reds at 3? And that Dragon Sprite looks amazing. Like, it's one of the best Dragon Sprites in the game. Like, the only one that I think is even close is Moose Bells. And I don't like Moose Bells, so... so this is just better in my opinion. Okay, I'll take it. Lumera for 3 orbs. Yeah, I can't really complain about that. Okay. Like everybody said, her art is very good, but I just don't like this. Like, this is the exact same sprite as all the other Lumeras, but they just put, like, purple flames on her, essentially. Like, how lazy can you possibly be? Like, it's actually insane to me. But yeah, so we'll take that. No more reds now. We don't need more than one Lumera. Just really need Nergals. That's what we want. Nergals, we want one of everybody, essentially. But yeah, so Degnacia. The other one that is kind of like very niche and I don't really expect to ever happen is Rajaon. He's not really an antagonist, but he's part of an antagonist alongside Ashnard. So I would like to see that. Like or maybe a redeemed version of him would be really cool. But I don't know if they'd ever do that because he's not very popular and he's not very well known. So he probably wouldn't sell banners. They could do him as like a GHB though. That'd be really cool. I'd be down for that. At Tethys. Okay, let's see. I really hate summoning on blue and colorless. I feel like all I've been doing is summoning on colorless and blue. It's like the worst colors to summon on, but that's where all the units I need are, so. Other than Nergal and green, but like, it's definitely, oh my god. I mean, our pity wasn't very high. It's fine. Tina is a good unit too. I just already have Tina, so I don't really need another Tina, but she does have like infantry plus 4 fodder and raffle tempo, so she's very good fodder at least. Okay, let's back out here. Okay. Let's see another question. This is from Jim Newt. Seeing that most of these recent banners have been hunting for your money, which they definitely have, oh my god. And to continue that trend, what 4-star characters could intelligence systems add in the next banner that would obliterate your wallet? Don't worry, I do not work at intelligence systems. I don't know if there's a 4-star that could really obliterate my wallet, just because like typically 4-stars are easier to plus 10, right? And it matters if they're a demote or if they're like a seasonal 4-star as well. But when it comes to like characters I could see being 4-stars, there's a few I could think of, but I'm not really sure if they would be 5-stars or 4-stars. Like a good one I would be okay. What is going on? I mean, we're getting 5-stars, right? So that's good. It's just not the 5-stars we want. Rhea has Scowl, so that's something. And I think the scam levels are full right now. So that means the next one we will get will be hopefully who we want. It's a fast scam bubbles. That's actually like really fast, considering we're not even at the first spark. But yeah, so like some characters I can see being 4-stars are like Volug. I think Volug would be a great 4-star. The reason why I think Volug would be so good is because he's a beast, and so he's gonna have a preference weapon no matter what. So even if he's a 4-star, it's not that big of a deal. We'll do this one too, why not? So I think that could be a good option. Another one could be Stefan. I would really like to see Stefan get the 5-star treatment though. I think he deserves it, but I could see them making Stefan a 4-star. Like that's something they would do, right? They did that with a lot of other sword units, so I could definitely see that happening. Another sword unit would be like Edward from Dawn Brigade. I could definitely see that one. And then lastly, Ross, right? Like Ross is a 4-star already, and I could see if Ross was to get an ult, it would probably be like a 4-star like seasonal ult. And he'd either be on the banner or he would be like the GHB or like the Tempest Trial or something like that, right? So I think those are the units that would really tempt me the most, because those are some of my favorites that haven't been added to the game, or like I'd get an alt for them, right? But I don't know if I'd like go crazy. Like I probably wouldn't plus 10 them just because my luck is not the best. But typically it's 5 stars that really tempt me. I'm not really like the type of person who's like happy when their favorite's a 4-star, right? I know there's definitely people who like that, and power to them, but to me, I really want my characters to be as premium as possible. What is going on? Saul, go away. Why should be another Saul? It's 3 Sauls in a row. We're not pulling the red here because if it's Lumera, we'll lose our scam bubbles. We want it to be one of the characters we actually want. There we go! Okay. Perfect. Fallen Veyle. Awesome. Her art's really good. I really like this art. I think it looks amazing. Her outfit, everything looks so good. Minus attack plus defense. This is very, very bad IVs. Like, holy crap. Like, this is probably the worst IVs you could get. Minus res, I guess, could be worse. But, like, we'll probably just have to, like, trait for her. This is such good fodder. Like, this is actually insane fodder. It almost makes me want to get 2 copies so I could kill one and duplicate it. Okay, so we already broke our scam bubbles, so we'll do the red here. Because if it is a 5-star, it will be Lumera. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we'll... do we just stop pulling colorless entirely? That's the real question, right? If we can get Nergal, we like... If we got Nergal... Cause I'm trying to think if I want to go like 2 sparks or not. Because I have Emblem Ike at the end of the month to summon, and I'm going deep, right? Like I'm going for a plus 10. So like trying to save orbs now would definitely be helpful, especially because we still have the bridal banner coming up. I'm just not sure. DTM would tell me to do it, but I am Oblivion, who just spends orbs like an idiot. So. Oh, Tsubasa. Okay. Well, let's do one more question before we get to the spark. This was gonna be from the Greybearded Summoner. Did Nergal showing up on the banner negate another Lumera alt in the future? Also, any prediction for Bride banner, or are you scared to answer this one? I don't know if there's a single Bride who would really tempt me. I don't know. I can't really see like a lot of my favorite characters being Brides, like Nephany or Titania. I don't see them ever getting Bride alts, or like Petra even. I don't see that really. I mean, it's possible, but I kind of doubt it because none of them have like canon relationships. And so when it comes to the Bride banner, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say like, I think, ooh, this is kind of, I like this. I think Celica has a really good chance. I thought Celica would be on the child banner as the duo with Alm as a kid. That didn't happen. So I think it might be duo Celica and Alm again, but with Celica as the lead, and she's a Bride. We haven't really gotten any Echoes banners in a while. I tracked all the banners down, and Echoes has been like the longest, I think. Or Genealogy, then Echoes. So I could see that happening. And I think that would be a good way to give Echoes, like, give more ults to the popular Echoes characters, right? So maybe that. Genealogy hasn't shown up in a while as well. We got FE4. No, we got FE5, sorry. But we didn't get FE4. So they could do something like Duo Deirdre in a Bride, and then she would be with Sigurd again. But then, once again, we already have, like, you know, Duo Sigurd like that. So maybe not. I don't know. And then lastly, the other game that hasn't gotten that much representation. We got Radiant Dawn as part of the Ninja banner. And then we have had some like Radiant Dawn characters like sprinkled throughout some of the banners, but we haven't gotten a pure Radiant Dawn banner, and we haven't gotten a pure Path of Radiance banner in a while either. So it's possible it's those two, but I can't really think of who would be like a very big duo Bride, right? Like a harmonic Bride to put up there. So I'm not really sure. I think Celica, if I had to take a guess, is where I put my money at, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm just kind of hoping that the bridal banner is kind of tame. I don't need to summon, so I can save orbs for Ike. Because that legendary banner is going to hurt. Okay, there's a Lex. We're 1 away. Let's do the one more. We'll grow into the spark. Okay, can we get Nergal right before the spark? That would be actually amazing. Because if we got Nergal, we could spark Nergal and be done, pretty much. We don't have to get Ursula. Ursula is going to be very good, though. Like, legit, Ursula is just built to be, like, a cav nuke in, like, every cav strategy that's currently in the game. Like, she's perfect for E3's defense. She's perfect for summoner duels. Like, she does so well in both those modes. And so, I think it would be nice to have her for sure. But, like, I also have a ton of calves. So, like, it wouldn't be, like, the biggest, like, loss. And if I could save orbs, that would be great. So, let's see. I really would like to get 2 Nergals. I think the +1 would be really nice, considering he's like gonna be a tanky character. Having the extra survivability would be nice. It's Nino. Okay, let's see. Can we get Ursula? Nope. Okay. We'll do this one too. We'll see if we get Veyle. But I wouldn't mind getting that fodder. Like, that fodder is really, really, really good. I think a lot of people will just see it and like think it's okay. But like the fact that it like pretty much hard counters the it's not hard counter, but it soft counters the strategies you use to turn off AoEs is really nice. Because you essentially have 2 options when it comes to AoEs. You either bring AoE damage reduction like via Godo, or you like panic and you debuff their attack, and like, right, that's pretty much your 2 options. Okay, so we're going in. We are 100% getting Nergal here. Grabbing our boy. It has been so long. I cannot believe he's finally in the game. And this really gives me a lot of hope that Athos will get added as well. Because I feel like there's no way we don't get Athos now. And he looks great too. Like, he looks so good. The art's amazing. But yeah, I think Athos is only a matter of time. So I'm very excited for that. He will probably be a mythic, right? He has to be a mythic. He's going to SD. He almost has the perfect build already. Like, you definitely want this. Defense Res Oath, you'll probably swap out for either, like, I don't even know, like Fatal Smoke or Canto Control or something like that. And then this will probably be Goose Friend in his ultimate form. I'm interested to see if you can run like a Miracle build on him, because Miracle would be nice. But the fact that he doesn't need to live kind of makes it so that you don't need to run Miracle. It's almost better. You'd probably just rather have nuking power. Oh, that's a good circle. Okay, let's do another question. This is going to be from Lee J2966. How satisfied are you with the current Arcane Echoes we have for skill inheritance? Would you say that they're good enough, pretty good, bad? Is there any specifics you are personally looking forward to? Good luck on the Nergal. I mean, Fallen Summons. Yeah, you know it's Nergal Summons for sure. So when it comes to the Arcanes and Echoes, I think when they first came out, they were in a very, very good position. That whole first like 6 months or so, like maybe 8 months, pretty much before Choose Your Legends, like I felt like the Arcane weapons were in the perfect spot, where they were just one step below PRF weapons. Like, they were just a little bit weaker than PRF weapons, and sometimes they were even equal. I thought that was perfect. And then they just like went crazy with power creep in the second half of the year. Like, after Choose Your Legends, like, they just went absolutely insane with power creep. And so now I do think the Arcane weapons they're still very good, but they are like more than one step below preference weapons in my opinion. They're like probably like 2 now. The good ones. The bad Arcane weapons like are pretty far back in my opinion. So I'm happy with them, but I'm sad that IS felt like they had to push power creep that much. I don't know if it's because like people started building their favorites and then they were just like, oh god, like no one's summoning on banners. Like, I don't know if that was the case. I'm not really sure, but I felt like they were in the perfect spot and they kind of ruined it. So that's where I'm at with the Arcane weapons. When it comes to the Echoes, I think Echoes have like gone absurdly powerful. Like, they started off pretty like crap. They were like not even worth using pretty much, unless like niche situations, right? Then we got like Fleeting Echo, and I think Fleeting Echo was like perfect. Fleeting Echo was like a nice level of power where it offered something good, but it wasn't like broken. And then we got like Soaring Guidance, and I was like, holy shit! Like, wow, that's a oh god. Speaking of CYL, well, you're either gonna be fodder or you're gonna get merged if you get a really good refine. Why aren't you Nergal? This sucks. Stupid Tiki. Oh my god. But yeah, I feel like Soaring Guidance Echo is like way powerful, like ridiculously powerful. Okay, we're just getting all the dragons. Maybe this means Nergal's coming, right? Nergal loves dragons, kind of. He loves Dragon Gate. Anyway, I think like Wings of Mercy Echo is good, but not because it's Wings of Mercy 3. It's not as good as it could have been. Guard Echo is really good. Guard Echo is really nice. So it's kind of, I think they're in a good position right now, I guess, but like the problem with Echoes really is just like the fact that only certain units can really use them. It feels very weird because there's a lot of heroes you'd love to have Wings of Mercy Echo on, and you just can't run it because they'd rather have their preference skill, which is good and bad in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully when it comes to like things I'm waiting for, I really want like another Arcane Dagger that's like for more speedy units. That's like one of the big things I want. I wouldn't mind some beast weapons as well. Some more beast weapons. We've only gotten like the calves, so I would love to get some other ones. Like Vola. I think Vola could be a great rearmed like infantry beast, that'd be cool. So maybe they'll go for that. But I don't know when we're gonna get another Telespanner. Hopefully it's a couple months away, so I can save some orbs. The problem is, like, we know Brave Felix is coming, so I'm like stuck between, like, when could it really come where it wouldn't hurt me? Probably like the end of the year. That's like probably the only time. Okay. Can we get Nergal? It's kind of crazy that the green unit is the hardest unit to get right now. Well, I guess we haven't gotten Ursula either. But typically green is supposed to be the best color, but for some reason green hates me a lot, all the time, so. There's Benny. I think most of the colors hate me, now that I think about it. Maybe red's the only one that, like, treats me okay. Okay, let's see another question. This was from Cinco. Well, on the note of Music Oblivion, a question for your summoning video. If you could make any music band with your favorite FE characters, who would you pick and what type of music would they play? I am so musically inept. Like, I am so bad. Like, right now in Genshin, they have a music festival going on, and I cannot score even closely to what I'm supposed to in that game mode to get all the rewards, so I just gave up. But when it comes to, like, that, I guess, like, I would choose, like, Ninian as a dancer, maybe. Like, she could be, like, the performance going on. Nils could play the flute. Leanne could be the singer. Definitely Leanne as the singer. That would be amazing. And then, I don't know. Maybe Melody. I think Celica could play the piano. I don't know if she actually can, but I feel like she, like, gives that vibe where she could play the piano. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know, like, maybe some classical music with them. I think that'd be nice, like, kind of chill. I'm not really, for me, I like more chill music a lot of times. When I'm not, like, trying to game, I guess. I'm just trying to relax and read a book. I love, like, classical music or, like, just chill music. So that's what I'd probably go for. Benny again. We just need one more Nergal. I mean, we're halfway to Spark again. If we go to second Spark, I think we just get... Do we get Ursula then? Because we don't have her. There's South. I'm not sure. Maybe I should, like... I should have probably thought this out better. Maybe I should have, like, skipped blues. And that way I could just Spark Ursula. And then I could just summon greens. But then greens don't even show up all the time, so I don't know. Okay, let's see another question. This will be from Drago. How soon do you expect the next mainline FE game? I feel we need a more long-lasting title again to keep the community buzzing. Hopefully more positive and not three houses type migraine-inducing discourses. So, I actually have a completely opposite opinion. I think the three houses discourse is perfect. I think that's absolutely perfect discourse, and that's exactly what you want from a game. There's a reason why Three Houses is still the most popular game ever. Like, not ever. in FE right now. And the reason why is because of the discourse, right? The fact that everybody has a different opinion on the different aspects of the game and the characters in the game is good. And that's why Three Houses, I could go on Twitter right now and I could type Edelgard did nothing wrong and it would literally start a flame war, like, almost immediately. And that's good. That's good because it keeps the game in everybody's mind and it keeps everyone, like, it means everyone has a strong opinion about the game, right? The worst thing for a game is not to actually be hated, it's to be apathetic, right? If no one cares about the game at all, where they don't even want to discuss it, that's actually the worst thing for the game. And I think that's what happened to Engage, where, like, a lot of people just don't care. They're like, oh yeah, I played it, it was good. And they just move on, right? That's the bad thing. We don't want that. And so I think Three Houses discourse is great. If we can get another game with that kind of, like, power going in the community, FB's gonna have a very bright future. So I actually love that. I hope that happens. When it comes to the next game, I think it has to be the Genealogy remake. There's just no way it's not the Genealogy remake. I'd be very, very surprised, right? We had those leaks. Those leaks are very, very, like, concrete. The person who leaked that stuff got almost every single thing about Engage right, like 100% right, almost. Like, I think it was like 99% correct. And so my opinion is what happened. I think that we are getting Switch 2, right? They just talked about that today, actually. We are getting the Switch 2. And they're not going to talk about it this year, but they're going to talk about it next year. And so I think what they're going to do is they're going to release the Genealogy remake on the Switch 2 as a like a release game, and that's going to be like trying to push the sales. That's my idea. So that's what I have to imagine. And if that's the case, Genealogy probably is already done or almost done, right? Maybe they're like adding some stuff to it. Yeah, we'll do it too. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And so if that's the case, then I think like they're probably already working on the next mainline game, like outside of remakes, and so we'll probably not get it. It probably won't be that long after. It'll probably be like with like Fates and Echoes, where we got like Fates and then Echoes came out like not too far after. So it'd probably be like we get Genealogy on the Switch 2, and then like a year and a half later, we get the next new mainline FE game. That's what I would imagine. I think Genealogy will be very interesting, but I don't know if it will be driving the conversation like Three Houses did, right? It matters how much they censor. If they censor a lot, I think it will be mostly discourse of people being mad, like the OG fans. But if they don't like censor a lot of stuff, I think there's gonna be a lot of people who are like, holy crap, this is dark as fuck. So I think that'll be interesting. I'm really excited to see how that game turns out. But yeah, hopefully we get some cool stuff. I guess we need colorless. Man, I cannot believe Nergal is being the difficult unit here. I was expecting Veyle to be the difficult unit. It's Norn. Okay, let's see another question. This will be from Theology. What's it like to have the power to make intelligent systems your favorite in Fae? So if you don't know what he's talking about, I'll put up my little calendar here. But I essentially made a calendar last year. And they have been just going one a month, just hitting one of my favorites pretty much. And it's been cool, but also very painful for my wallet. So it's kind of nice, but also terrible, right? Because typically what would happen is I'd make one of these, and I'd get like maybe one unit at the most. Like they would just not give me my favorites at all. So this year they've been just going ham. It's scary, right? Because like the thing is, if like when it's like once a year, I can just like plus 10 that unit, or I can invest heavily into that unit. But when it's like every month, I just can't do that. Like realistically, I'm not gonna spend that much money on the game. Like there's just no way. So I have to like make cuts essentially. So it's cool, but also scary. I'm afraid because I know for sure we're getting Felix in August, and then the chance that we get something between that's what really scares me, right? Because that's gonna be like a lot more orbs. So hopefully they kind of chill. I did ask for a month off in April. I literally said, hey, can you give us a bad Fates banner? And they literally gave us a bad Fates banner. So like Intelligent Systems is listening. So like maybe just chill during the summer, right? Like release some characters that are nice, but not anything that's gonna kill me. That would be great, IS. Please, just like, you know, show mercy. That would be amazing. Also, I have to add Shireen into next year. I made a deal with DTM and Joel that will add Shireen into next year's calendar, so that she can get an alt. I also wouldn't mind pushing her for CYL, to be honest, too. Like, she does not get enough representation. Okay, the next question to be from Enemy, another Fate tuber. What would your ideal Petra alt look like? Theme, class type, etc. So if you don't know, I'm a big Petra fan. Petra is my favorite like female character from Three Houses by a large margin. Like it's not even close. Everybody else, I love Marianne, but Petra is like a step above Marianne by like a good amount. Like I love Petra. I think she just has like one of the most interesting personalities in the game, and the fact that they use her for like this like I can't understand you joke, but then underneath it you have like this smart calculating woman who knows exactly what she's doing is so cool to me. I love it. So I really would like a Petra alt. I think she's one of the few female characters who doesn't have one. I think it's like her and Leone. There might be somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's just her and Leone. And so when it comes to alts, I would love to see like a time skip version of Petra. I don't really like the Three Hopes version all that much, so I'd rather just have like the base time skip. But the like probably if we do get an alt for Petra, it would be summer, I'd imagine. And so it would probably be like a summer Petra. When it comes to what kind of like types and stuff I'd like on her, I think Dagger would still be cool. Maybe like Dagger Infantry, that'd be interesting. Dagger Flyer is okay, but like it really is dependent on what's in her weapon for it to be good. So Infantry, you have more like flexibility with builds because they just have access to more skills. So that would be really nice. And then when it comes to looks, like, I don't know, any Petra in a bathing suit's probably gonna be pretty good. So I probably won't complain. Okay, so we're at the second spark. Okay, we'll do this. I cannot believe I'm not going past this. We're just have to go with the +0 Nergal, which sucks. Like I could have stopped at the first spark if I knew that I wasn't gonna get another Nergal. Like this actually like ugh. Okay, so we'll back out here. We'll go in the second spark. I think we're gonna get Ursula. I think Veyle might be the better unit here. Like overall. And this fodder is nice. But I don't think a +1 or even the fodder is gonna make as much of a big difference as like getting Ursula. I think Ursula is going to be really, really strong on cav lines. And so I think I'm going to go with Ursula and then just live with the plus zeros of everybody. Okay, let's do that. I had a whole like talk about this on Reddit, but like people were mad that I was getting mad at Ursula, but like it could have been somebody else, right? Like it could have been somebody else. Like it could have been Brendan Reed, right? Brendan Reed would have fixed it. Like we would have had Brendan Reed, we would have had like the whole Black Fangs. It would have been so cool. But the problem is like they want a certain amount of female characters on every banner. Even though it's 3 to 1, like they could have done 2 males and 2 females, right? But they decided not to, so it's whatever. Anyways, that is going to be my summoning session. Didn't go exactly like I was hoping for. I was really hoping for one more Nergal, but the game decided not to give them to me, so it is what it is. But now I'd love to hear from you. How did your summons go? Who were you going for, right? I would love to hear about that. Were you going for Nergal? Were you going for Veyle? Or were you going for one of the other 2? I'd love to hear about it, so drop a comment down below. And then also let me know what you're planning to do with these characters, because I think these are very, very interesting. I think they're going to have some big impacts on the meta in some cool ways. So I'd love to hear about that. And then as always, I'd like to thank all my members for their constant support. This is Oblivion. I'll catch y'all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.